Braley Field, game 5 of the Area 4 finals, and must win for the Gaston Braves. Cherryville can wrap up the series, get a few days off, as Kevin alluded to in the pregame comments, about a week off if they win tonight. They wouldn't play again until next Wednesday afternoon at 4:30 in the state tournament if Cherryville wins this Area 4 either tonight or sometime this week.
Hopefully tonight.
Like we said, the Braves would have to win 3 straight.
If you're a Post 100 fan.
Yeah. The Braves have won 3 straight over Caldwell County in the semifinals. It was a best 3 out of 5 series. The Braves won game 2 of this series, Cherryville having taken game 1, 3, and 4 last night. And so Cameron High, right-hander for Cherryville, getting a start tonight. Rising senior, I believe, at West Lincoln High School. And batter up is Dustin Wiles, the left-handed center fielder for the Braves. First pitch from Cameron High is a ball, and we're underway at 7:04. 7:04 tonight, our first pitch. 1 ball and no strikes to Wiles. Next pitch from High, lifted to right field, foul. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on Dustin Wiles, and boy, he really had a quick bat on that one.
Yes, he did. Way out in front there, jumping on the pitch there from High. 1 ball, 1 strike here. You guys are watching Post 100 Baseball, brought to you by B Squared Construction.
This one's back to the mound over the pitcher's head to be the second baseman, Huff. Can't get the runner, infield single. Huff just put it in his pocket there. Nowhere to get the speedy lefty Wiles on the infield single. And that'll bring up Aaron Biggerstaff. Thanks to our cameramen tonight,
Joshua Collins and Freddie Farley. Freddie, you got your headset on? Wave at me out there if you do. Yeah, he does. Okay. So both you guys can hear me on the air tonight. Thank you guys for what you do.
Here's Biggerstaff with a runner on, nobody out. Curveball stayed high from High. 1 ball and no strikes. Spencer Wiles on deck. A little shuffle in the starting order for the Braves tonight. And here's the 1-0 pitch to Biggerstaff. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Logan Armstrong, the big guy who's been DHing, is starting tonight at first base.
Okay.
And the guy who pitched last night, Logan Walden, is DHing tonight. Brandon Bates, the lefty who pitched against Cherryville the other night, he's back on the mound. Throw to first, and he is picked a hole. He was crawling back in. He dove and was 5 feet away from the bag when he stopped. When his dive stopped. Good pick-off move.
I guess from the front, from us, I kind of saw that. We could see that pick-off move coming from a mile away. They must have had something going on, like you said, Milton, because High took a lot longer on the mound than he normally does before they made the move.
And the pitch is a ball, 2 balls, and 1 strike on Aaron Biggerstaff. Hey to Dango. Dango, raise your hand. There he is in his usual spot in the stands. And the pitch swung on and missed. 2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on now. Leadoff single by Dustin Wiles, but he's picked off 1-3 a moment ago. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Biggerstaff. And it's right down the middle for a strike 3 called on Aaron Biggerstaff. He must not have been looking for a fastball down the middle.
No, that wasn't the one he wanted.
And he had 2 strikes on him.
Some pitches are just too pretty to hit.
Yeah, it's just don't want to mess things up. Spencer Wiles, the brother of Dustin Wiles, who is right fielder and bats right-handed.
He hit a home run last night, right?
He certainly did. And the pitch is high, ball 1. Spencer Wiles was the young man who the umpire last night gave a warning to in the 9th inning. And here's a ground ball to third. And it gets knocked down, and it'll be an error on the third baseman for Cherryville, Sam Travis. So the error bug bites early here with 2 out, brings up Logan Armstrong.
Well, if you can average about a half an error inning and still win all your games like Post 100's doing, I guess it doesn't really matter right now, but at some point it's going to bite them.
Sure is. Logan Armstrong, big first baseman, right-handed batter in, and he fouls this one back. He holds that bat. It looks like a toy bat or something. Looks like a child's bat in a grown-up's hand. He's so big. Big Poppy. Yeah.
That's his nickname. They call him over there, East Gaston.
0-1 pitch is a ball. 1-1 strike. 1 on, 2 out for the Gaston Braves. Must-win game here at Fraley Field. Crowd still coming in. Stands getting pretty full, but there's still some sitting room. I know it's hot. Come on out and support Post 100 if you're close by. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Armstrong. Nothing like being at the game and bringing your radio to listen, as a lot of our fans do. 1-2 the count, and the pitch outside. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Big Logan Armstrong. Gaston Braves in their blue vest, red T-shirts underneath, gray pants. Cherryville in their white uniforms, red numerals. And the runner going. The pitch is a ball. Throw to second, and he is going to be in there safe. Stolen base for Wiles, and the count will be 3-2 on Logan Armstrong. So, with 2 out, runner in scoring position now. And the big guy, Logan Armstrong, the batter, Logan Walden, on deck. The 3-2 pitch, curveball high, and a 2-out walk puts runners at first and second. And that brings up Walden DHing in the 5 spot tonight. He's a left-handed batter. He, of course, pitched last night and the loss, and he's a right-handed pitcher.
Down at first base, Weekly was messing with Armstrong. In fact, when it went running the back like something was going to happen, and Armstrong thought it was kind of funny. He gave him a chuckle.
Oh, my goodness. Here's the pitch, bounces in to Walden. Ball 1. So 1 hit, an error, and a walk in the inning. Only 2 runners on, thanks to the pickoff of Dustin Wiles a few minutes ago.
Sounds like a typical start and inning here for Post 100. We ought to be looking good. Mountain World leading 3-1 in this series.
Absolutely. 1-0 pitch, first base side, but foul. If he straightens that out just a little bit, that's a run for sure. And the umpire, Mr. Bumgarner, sweeps off home plate.
Somebody swept off home plate. Milton, I knew who the guy was that did it last night.
Who had the broom?
Yeah, for some reason, and we'll get to it in a minute. We had the contest and everything. Our social stream got frozen up yesterday on my end, and Calvin had tweeted and commented on Facebook. He knew who it was.
All right, here's a drive to right field. This one is out of here. 3-run homer for Logan Walden on a 1-1 pitch from Cameron High. And in the top of the first with 2 outs, the Braves strike big time. A 3-run homer brings in Wiles and Armstrong along with Walden, who hit it.
Freddie, can you see that ball where you're at?
Walden, the designated
hitter. If
you
can, put the camera on it. If you can't, don't worry about it.
3 RBIs on the home run with 2 out.
That ball was about 30, 40 feet just to the right of the RV. Andre might would have panicked if he was out there, probably.
Derek Perry, the batter, and it's a strike. Derek Perry, the second baseman tonight, right-handed batter for the Braves, who strike in the first inning on the home run, and pitches ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike to Perry.
Well, they're going to have to bring their hitting shoes, Milton. 3-0 here in the top of the first inning.
That's right. And this one's fouled straight back. Perry just under a 1 ball and 2 strikes now on the right-handed Derek Perry.
Perry, who's been struggling in the field in this series, was took out last night in the 9th inning.
Here's the pitch, low and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got a feel for him and the rest of the kids and all the errors. I mean, we've never seen so many errors in American Legion baseball at this level. You know, not the first round but at this level.
Yep. Next pitch bounces in. It's count 3 balls, 2 strikes to Perry. High goes to the rosin bag. Steps back in. And the 3-2 pitch is popped to right field, foul territory. Does he have a chance on it?
Oh.
Can't get, kind of struggling with the bullpen down there was Dustin. Dustin Wilson.
You can see down there the bullpen. Wilson had to run over it, and your worst fear there is you're going to trip. Maybe fall head first into the fence. He knew that he had room to make the play, but it's just tricky with the footing.
Yeah,
is what his problem was down there.
So 3-2 again here to Perry, and it's popped up this time first base side. First baseman Weekly in front of the dugout makes the catch for out number 3, but 3 runs score on 2 hits, 1 error, and nobody left. We played a half inning. It's the Braves 3, Cherryville Post 100 coming to bat on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. Drug.
Hi, I'm Sherry Hefner, the pastor's wife at the First Baptist Church of Cherryville. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Teach your children the way they should go, and when they grow up, they will not depart from it." As a mother of 4 teens and young adult children, I can attest to the many challenges of Christian parenting in these modern times. That is why this scripture is such a comfort to me. I can rest assured knowing that regardless of the choices my children may make in life, they can never get away from the godly upbringing that my husband and I have provided for them. Are you laying a godly foundation for your children? This is Sherry Hefner of First Baptist Cherryville, where we strive to accomplish all things through Christ.
Buy one, get a second at half price at the Home Place Restaurant, Highway 27 west of Lincoln. Ask about their buy one, get one half price specials. On Mondays, it's a poor boy basket. Tuesdays, a cheeseburger basket. Wednesdays, a barbecue basket. Thursdays, a chicken filet basket. And on Fridays, it's a big old fish basket. Buy one, get one half price at the Home Place Restaurant, Highway 27, 2 miles west of Lincoln. And be sure to use their convenient drive-through window.
Bruce isn't sure why he's out here, but this happens every time Aunt Betty and her allergies come to town, doesn't it, Bruce? But now, Train can help downtrodden animals like Bruce. A Train Clean Effect system removes up to 99.98% of the allergens from all the air that it heats or cools, so your owners will never choose Aunt Betty over you again. Let's go find your family a Train dealer.
Call Roland Black Heating and Cooling, 704-865-1375.
It's hard to stop a train.
And welcome back. Milton Baker, Kevin Hastings with you as we go to the bottom of the first. Thomas Best to lead it off here for Cherryville. The Braves put 3 runs on the board in the top of the first inning off the 3-run homer, and Best just jerks one foul into the intersection. That's a Wilkins for sure.
Look, it's bouncing up the street, Milton.
Yeah, heading toward the Methodist Church.
Hits the curb, back in the middle of the street.
Bates, the winner of Game 2 in this series, beat Cherryville 7-2. He gave up 6 hits. He only struck out 3, the lefty did. And
if I was Leroy, I'd pay somebody $1 to go get that one. Josh would take it. He made me turn the air conditioning off from the Winnebago to here, Milton, to save gas money.
This is up the middle for Bess on a 1-1 pitch. So a leadoff single for Cherryville. There's the start, down 3-0, bottom of the first. I mentioned Bates only struck out 3 in Game 2. He walked 5 batters. His defense let him down a little bit with some errors along the way.
And on-base Best continues his tear against this Gaston Braves pitch, and he's won 2 straight Medical Center Pharmacy MVPs for us.
There's a Yellow Jacket, and I've just been stung this week one time.
Is that a Best for City Yellow Jacket?
I don't know. Here's a ground ball to short, and they throw it away. Bess is up and running. Huff will be safe on the error, and now he's indecisive about going to second or not, so he's going to stay put. And
Bess will score.
I'm going to try to kill that Yellow Jacket. Don't let him sting me. I have to go home if he stings me.
Oh, that's what he likes, that sun drop Rick mentions.
Rick Mitchum's sun drops attracted the old Yellow Jacket here. Rick's not scared of him.
Nah.
I am. I'm scared of him. Runners on the corners, nobody out for Cherryville, and Weekly.
No, Best scored.
Oh, Best scored, excuse me. I was concerned about the Yellow Jacket. Okay, so Best scored. It's 3-1 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. I'm sorry, folks, but I don't like bees. Weekly popped up. And
Milton about ran out of here, y'all.
Huff had reached on the error on the shortstop's throw to second. Huff still at first. There's one down. Weekly popped up to who? I'm still worrying about that Yellow Jacket.
Armstrong got it at first baseman.
Okay. So there's one out. And here is Blake Mosteller just lifted one out of here into the street, bouncing toward the graveyard. A 2-run shot for Blake Mosteller, and we're all tied 3-3.
Gotta love this game, Milton. What a play. Another, Mosteller hadn't played in what, 2 or 3 games?
Yep.
And he homered in, I think, the last game he played in, and then he hits one out now.
The rest does him good, and the score is tied on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard, 3-3. All right, so 3 runs in the top of the first, 3 in the bottom of the first. Cherryville still at bat, 1 out. Hits are tied at 2 apiece. Both teams have made an error. Reads exactly the same top and bottom of the visitor and home.
What a surprise.
Ball 1 to Hastings.
321.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 321. Big highway.
And if Hastings can work a 3-2 count here, Milton, we'll have 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The visitor and the home team will have 3 runs, 2 hits, and 1 error.
Yep. And the pitch is fouled off. 2-1 on Hastings.
And Josh, if he makes it to a 3-2 count, I want a picture of the scoreboard with that camera now.
I don't know that I've ever seen that before. Here's the pitch. It's a strike.
Oh, it needs 1 more ball.
This next one's a ball. We got 3-2-1, and the scoring is 3-2-1 for both teams. The pitch. It's fouled off. Still 2-2 on Hastings. Tied up here in the bottom of the first, just like that. The Blake Mosteller 2-run homer after Bess had scored previously on an error.
We've seen an error and a home run from both teams already.
And this pitch swung on a miss. He struck him out. Well, we're not going to see that. 3-2 count.
Darn.
2 down.
It's the reason I came to the park tonight.
to
That's
see
going
something
to bring
different.
up number 6, Dustin Wilson, the right fielder.
Well, we could still see it another time tonight if it stays this way very long. Ball 1 to Wilson.
Yeah, Milton, we parked the RV 350 feet away, and Josh turned the air conditioning off to save gas to drive from there to over here. It is 95 degrees outside in case anybody hasn't been outside today or this month, and Josh is riding around 300 feet away saving gas.
Was he driving?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
I even got in the car before I started and turned the air on. And I went back to get my drink, turned around, and come back. And next thing I know, we're riding down the road with the windows up and no air conditioning while he's saving gas.
Well, that's all right.
From center field. That's how far we went. I could hit a baseball further than he just drove. How much gas did he save?
2-0. I'm not going to comment. 2-0 on Dustin Wilson.
It's fun to rail on Josh, especially when he can't defend himself.
2 out for Cherryville. We're all tied up in the bottom of the first. And Wilson waits. Here's the pitch from the lefty. Bates. Been there for a strike, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch to Wilson. Ground ball foul, third base side. 2-2 now. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out.